Quick question. Have you ever looked back at something you did and thought, why did I do that? That was so dumb. Yeah, same. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's usually not about intelligence. It's about habits. Psychology shows that certain everyday behaviors quietly signal low cognitive performance, even in people who are capable of way more. And the scary part, most of us do at least a few of these without realizing it. Stay till the end, because the last one is the difference between people who stay stuck and people who actually level up. Alright, let's get into it. This one hurts, because we've all done it. Refusing to admit you're wrong. Psychologists call this ego-protective bias, when your brain would rather protect your self-image than learn something new. Example, you argue with a classmate. You realize halfway through you're wrong. But instead of saying, yeah, my bad, you double down. Not because you're stupid, but because your ego feels threatened. Here's the problem. Studies show that high IQ individuals change their minds faster, not slower. Low cognitive performance isn't about being wrong. It's about staying wrong. This week, practice saying one sentence. Wait, I might be wrong about that. That sentence alone makes you smarter than most people. And the next habit. It's why smart students still fail exams. Chronic procrastination disguised as pressure motivation. I work better under pressure. No, you don't. That's dopamine lying to you. Psychology shows procrastination is linked to poor impulse control, not creativity. You're not waiting for motivation. You're avoiding discomfort. Think about it. Scrolling for 2 hours. Panicking for 20 minutes. Submitting something mediocre. Then hating yourself after. That cycle trains your brain to associate learning with stress and shame. Over time, your cognitive performance actually drops. Try this. Use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself I'll just start for 5 minutes. Momentum beats motivation every time. Okay, this next one is subtle. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Constantly blaming external factors. Bad grade. The teacher hates me. Missed a deadline. I was just too busy. Always late. That's just how I am. Psychologists call this an external locus of control, believing life happens to you instead of because of you. Low IQ behavior avoids responsibility. High IQ behavior asks, what could I do differently next time? Not to self-blame, but to regain control. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what's one thing I could have done better? Just one, that's it. Now this one might offend some people, but it's backed by research. Mindless consumption, especially content. If you're constantly watching videos, but never applying anything, that's a red flag. Psychology shows that passive consumption weakens critical thinking. You watch productivity videos, study tips, self-improvement clips, but nothing changes. Why? Because your brain confuses information with progress. Low cognitive engagement feels productive, but produces nothing. Try this. For every video you watch, write down one action you'll try within 24 hours. No action, no video. This next habit is the reason burnout hits so hard. Ignoring sleep, nutrition, and recovery. Pulling all-nighters. Skipping meals. Living on caffeine. You might think it makes you disciplined. Psychology says it makes you cognitively impaired. Sleep deprivation alone can reduce problem-solving ability by up to 40%. That's not hustle. That's self-sabotage. Low IQ patterns prioritize short-term output. High IQ patterns protect long-term performance. Pick one non-negotiable. 7 hours of sleep. A real breakfast. A 10-minute walk daily. Just one, start there. All right. This last habit is the most dangerous. Because it feels comfortable. Avoiding deep thinking. Scrolling instead of reflecting. Reacting instead of planning. Distracting instead of deciding. Low cognitive performance thrives on noise. High cognitive performance needs silence. If you never sit alone with your thoughts, you never grow. Psychologists link intelligence with metacognition, thinking about your thinking. Most people avoid that because it's uncomfortable. But discomfort is where clarity lives. Tonight, sit for 10 minutes. No phones. Ask yourself, what's one habit holding me back right now? Write the answer, don't judge it. Let's recap. Low IQ isn't about genetics. It's about habits. Refusing to admit you're wrong. Procrastinating to avoid discomfort. Blaming everything else. Consuming without applying. Neglecting your bodies. Avoiding deep thoughts. The good news: habits can be changed. And the moment you become aware, you're already ahead. Try one action tonight. Just one. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. If this video hit a little too close to home, that means you're ready to level up. Drop a comment. What habit are you breaking first? Let's grow together.